Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with woltersworld, and today we're on the sunny city of Valencia, Spain, for the 5 things you're going to love, and there's a lot to love, and 5 things you're going to hate, and there's a few things you might not like about visiting Valencia. So let's get started. Now, the first thing you're not going to like about coming to Valencia as a tourist is they take their siesta very seriously here. Look, in the afternoon, a lot of the stores will be closed, and when you want to eat, sometimes you got to wait later into the night and things like that. I had some friends of mine that were trying to go out last night about 12:30. Sorry, we're not open yet. So things do get started later here, and things take a little bit more time to happen. So make sure you pack your patience when you do come here and realize that siesta is a serious thing, and you as a tourist should enjoy it and not get frustrated by it, okay? Now, the second thing you might not like about coming to Valencia is sometimes there's, let's just say, a stinky smell wafting through the streets or in the beach, and because if the breeze is blowing out, it's bringing some stuff from the farms and the orchards and more farm out through the city, so it can be a little bit stinky. You don't have it all the time, it just happens occasionally. It's just one of those things we notice when we try to enjoy the beach today. We're like, what is that nasty smell? It's not all the time, but I just want to give you a heads up on that one. Remember, I really like Valencia, so I'm really searching for some of these bad things, okay? Now, the fourth thing you might not like is, if you come to the city, you'll see there's this huge band of a park around the city where they actually diverted the river, and they made it into like an 8 or 9 kilometer long park, which is really cool. Great for meeting your friends, going skateboarding, hanging out with your buds, going jogging. That's really cool. But you'll notice when you go underneath the walkovers or the bridges over the top, there are people living underneath some of those bridges, and as it gets darker, it's not lit up there. So you might feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I don't recommend hanging out in that park once it starts getting dark and stuff like that, because you might feel a bit uncomfortable when you are there. And some of the people I was with, they were a little shocked, like, oh my goodness, there's like a whole town and grocery store underneath some of these overpasses. So just have a heads up for that. And the fifth thing you might not like when you come here, which is going to sound weird because it's going to be the first love, is the weather. When I talk about the weather, I'm talking about the summer weather. It gets extremely hot here in the summer. We're talking 35, 40 degrees Celsius. A lot of the hotels, they do have air conditioning, but not every place has air conditioning. So you're going to get really hot. And the thing is, if you're coming from Northern Europe or you're coming from the US, the sunblock here really sucks. It's not made for pasty white mark, okay? You're going to need to bring your sunblock from home because it really sucks here and it's overpriced. So make sure you bring sun protection. Have a hat so your baldness gets covered, and good sunblock and things like that. And another thing is, it does cool off at night a bit here, so make sure, you may think, oh, it's Valencia, it's a beach vacation for the summer, all I need is tank tops and shorts. Make sure you bring a pullover just in case. Sometimes it does get a little cool at night here, okay? But let's be honest, those 5 things I just talked about, nothing really bad here. If you compare this place to like Barcelona or Madrid, it's a lot more calm, it's a lot more cool, it's a lot more collected, and you don't have to worry about the pickpockets so much, and you can really sit back and enjoy Spanish culture. So I have a lot more stuff about the loves than the hates, okay? But like I said, I was going to finish with the hate of the weather and start with the love of the weather, because you have great weather here all year round. We're here in January, okay? It was 20 degrees yesterday Celsius. It's 15 degrees today, and then people are like, oh, it's the coldest day of the year. You'll see all these people wearing, winter jackets behind me. It's 13 degrees Celsius right now, okay? So it's not that cold. And so it's great to come in January, February, March, when there's hardly any of the tourists coming from Northern Europe. But there's not a lot here, so you can really enjoy it. And the city is gorgeous. And the thing is that weather here is fantastic, and it's sunny all the time. And it's funny, I was talking to one of my friends here in Valencia, and they're like, yeah, when it rains here in Valencia, people are like, oh my God, what do I do? It's kind of like in the southern US when it snows a little bit, like there's a flake, they freak out. It's kind of the same thing like that. So you'll have great weather when you're here. Don't worry about it, all right? Now, the second thing you're gonna love about coming here is when you're in the historic center, you have all kinds of amazing historic buildings. Yes, like going to the cathedral and seeing the altar in there, it is fantastic. And checking out the Holy Grail, and you can decide if that's the one that Indiana Jones chose wisely or not. Go to St. Nicholas Church and see the painted ceiling there. It's fantastic. See some of the towers around town. There's tons of museums here, more churches, and all kinds of really great stuff to see in the historic part of town, which is really amazing to see. And what's cool is you have this kind of juxtaposition of these historic buildings, and then you have kind of the, not modern architecture, but more like an Art Deco kind of architecture around town. down. It's just a really cool feel when you walk around here, and those buildings are lit up at night. Not the cathedral, but the kind of cool Art Deco buildings, which you want to walk around and go, dude, that's cool, I want a picture of that, and ooh, that's cool, I want a picture of that. You do have really cool architecture here in the center. And if you want to see really cool modern architecture, remember that park I talked to you about? At the very end of it, or beginning of it, depending which way direction you're going, you have the City of Arts and Sciences. It's this relatively, it looks brand new, but it's relatively new, kind of complex that's out there. It has a science museum, it has an oceanarium, the Oceanográfico, the Reina Sofia, there's an art museum there, there's an IMAX, all these kind of things, and it looks super cool. And the thing is, I walk by and I'm like, that looks like the Hall of Doom. You know, if you watched the Super Friends as a kid, you're like, oh, that looks like the Hall of Doom. What is this place? The architecture is amazing when you go there and you walk around and you want to just chill, relax, and take it all in. And they have places for you to relax at. There's some cafes there, all kinds of cool stuff. So that's really cool. So definitely go to the park during the day and go visit the Ciudad de Artes y Ciencias, City of Arts and Sciences, to take that all in. Even if you can't go into the museums, if you're there when it's closed or something like that, the architecture itself makes it worthwhile to visit because it is gorgeous. Now, the fourth thing you're going to love about coming here is visiting the markets and eating the Valencia food, the Spanish food. Look, the markets around town, yes, there's the Colón market, which has restaurants and stuff like that, but what you want to go to is the Mercado Central, the central market. Dude, it is so cool when you walk around and they're selling the meats and they're selling saffron, and they're selling fruits and vegetables and all this kind of stuff. And you can have horchata, which came from here, with your fartón. A fartón is kind of like a, I don't know, looks like a long, thin donut. You dunk in your horchata and eat. Oh, it is so good when you are here and you go do that. When you walk through, you'll see rabbit. You're like, oh, how can you eat rabbit? Guys, paella is from here in Valencia. And traditional Valencian paella has chicken and rabbit, okay, and snails in there. And you will love it. It is so good. But when you walk around the market and see it all in there, you really get this old world Europe kind of feel. And the people still are there. And the people working there, their parents work there. Their grandparents work there. And you really have a cool history of it. And at the Mercado Central, the architecture of the actual market is super incredible. So you will like that as well. Now, one of the things I did when I was there, I actually signed up for a learn how to make paella class, and it was so much fun. And what they did is they introduced you about paella and the history and things like that. And they took us to the market, and we got to meet the vendors and stuff like that, buy the food to make it, and then we went and made it and had paella here. And there's a lot of different variations. There's a lot of great food here in town. So make sure you do experiment with the food here. You don't have to, sit back just to having your patatas bravas. You can expand more. The rice here, okay, arroz negra, which is rice with squid. There's rice with seafood. There's all kinds of different rices they have because they actually grew rice around here, and it is really fantastic. So there's lots of different dishes when you are here. And also, I guess I'll put that with the markets and the foods, is also Valencia has really good nightlife. But the thing is, it's like Thursday through Saturday night, well actually Thursday night through Sunday morning-ish is when you're going to be partying. To Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's a bit calmer, but Thursday it starts happening. It happens late. I've talked to a lot of young people here, and they're like, this place is awesome to go. And actually, if you're familiar with the Erasmus program, that's a European exchange program, Valencia is one of the most favorite, if not the most favorite city and university for students to come to for around Europe because of the partying and, oh yeah, the beach and the food and the people and all kinds of great stuff. And yes, I did mention the beach. There's city beaches here. I'll put that in again, also with the markets and fun and all that kind of stuff. There's city beaches you can go to. You can take the tram to the beach. There's restaurants there, there's some bars there, stuff like that. And it's a huge beach you can go to. Huge city beach where you just take a tram to. It makes life so much easier and so great to enjoy, so you can have it both. The history of the bells and the fun at the beach. And the fifth thing I've really loved about coming here is, look, I've spent a lot of time in southern Portugal and southern Spain, and you have a lot of Brits, you have a lot of Germans, a lot of Swedes that come here. If you go to Malaga, I remember when I went to Malaga, there was more people speaking English and German than there were people speaking Spanish. In the Algarve in Portugal, lots of Germans and English, but a lot of natives. And here in Valencia, you still have that Spanish feel. It hasn't been taken over by the Brits or the Americans or the Germans and stuff like that. So you get really good Spanish culture when you are here, and you can go around and have some really amazing festivals when you are here. Las Fallas, which is a festival like from the 1st of March to the 19th of March. Every day at 2 o'clock, they have a fireworks show going on, and then at the end of it, that's where they burn everything. They have these huge paper mache statues or effigies or whatever you want to call them that they build, like the neighborhoods build up, and they can cost tons of money, and they light them on fire at the end. It is really an amazing experience. But if you do want to to come in March for those things, make sure you book accommodation way in advance because it's a very popular time to be here, but it is super cool. But I mean, but honestly, the fact for me, which has been so nice, is this, you really get to feel that flavor of Spain here in Valencia versus, oh, this is just a lot of tourists that come here. Now, yes, in the summer, there are tons of tourists that come here. I'm not going to lie to you about that. But think of it this way. Valencia is the 3rd largest city in Spain, but their airport is the 8th busiest. So that means there's a lot more people going to some of the tourist destinations that are here versus coming to actually Valencia, and you get that. So you're going to see the locals out enjoying tapas as well. And you're going to be out partying with local people, and you're going to see them. Yesterday, I was walking around town. This old lady came up to me and was like, hey, you're a tourist, right? So we're talking in Spanish and stuff like that. She says, you really have to go to St. Nicholas Church. It's gorgeous. Here, let me show you where to go. The people are wonderful. It's super Spanish. The people are fantastic here, and I think you'll really love it. And so those are the 5 things that I loved about visiting Spain, and 5 things that you might not like when you do come here. It is well worth it. I would definitely be coming back. My buddy Jeff I'm here with, he's trying to get his wife now to come back here for spring break. He's like, we've got to come here. He's like, how could I move here? I mean, that's how much you love it here, because you got the Spanish feel, the great food, the beach, the culture, and you don't deal with as many of the pickpockets and all the other stuff you do in other big cities, and you got a beach right there. So anyway, I hope that helps you out. Oh, another thing, if you're here, you might want to try a few things. One, orange juice here is their most famous drink, the Valencia orange, obviously from Valencia. So you're going to have orange juice for breakfast every day. Enjoy it, it's great. And then they have this drink called Agua de Valencia, the water of Valencia. I had one yesterday, you know, used to having the sangria or tinto de verano here, kind of like soda down or watered down wines. Oh, this one? Oh, no. Agua de Valencia. It's gin, vodka, cava, which is Spanish kind of champagne, some orange juice, a little sugar, stir it up, drink. Believe me, you have too many of those, the next morning is not so fun, okay? But it tastes fantastic, so do make sure you have some when you are here. Now, the third thing you might not like as a tourist is, the thing is, here in Valencia, the architecture is amazing. I'll talk about it in a bit. You've got great historic buildings like the cathedral behind me, where supposedly the Holy Grail is. But the thing is, the city is lit up really well during the night for the, you know, the architecture and stuff, but the historic buildings and the towers and stuff like that, a lot of times are not lit up at night. So for example, our first night here, you know, first day we got in, I'm like looking at all the buildings and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, these are gonna be awesome when they're lit up at night. It's gonna be so beautiful. And the buildings were, but the historic ones were not. So that's kind of a little bit of a disappointment when you're used to seeing all the really cool cathedrals and churches really lit up. Now they're cool and all that, but not being lit up at night kind of takes a little bit away from the excitement of seeing these historic buildings. But the thing is, they do light it up on the weekends. So if you're here during the week, you might miss out on that, which you never really even think about. Like, oh, I'm missing out on something, but look how gorgeous it is on the weekend when they light it up. Maybe it's just in the winter they do this, but now I see it lit up, I'm really frustrated, but I'm really glad I got to see it because these towers, they are gorgeous at night. You can see the one over here popping up. But yeah, during the week, at least when we've been here, it's not lit up, so it's kind of frustrating. But like I said, it's still the fun things you won't like in this town because it really is gorgeous. Anyway, I hope that helps you know a little bit more about Valencia when you come. I highly recommend it. I do think you should come here. You can take the fast train down from Madrid to get here. There's tons of flights that do come here as well, so you will have an easy way to get here and an easy way to enjoy it because it is a fantastic place. Anyway, if you want more about visiting Spain, 10 things that'll shock you about Spain, what you don't do in Madrid, what you should eat when you are here in Spain, check us out on our website at woltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we really appreciate your likes and subscriptions. And if you like travel videos like this, honest travel videos that tell you the good and the bad and the shocking things and the things you do and don't do, click that subscribe button, and we put out 2 travel videos every week from all over the world, whether it's here in Spain or in Shanghai or in the US. We try to get as many places as we can. So I'll say adios de Valencia, or bye from Valencia.